Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review. See by title below, this is on episode 29 of Twin Star Exorcist, and this looks to be like the second to the last episode. Next episode looks to be the last episode of this arc, as everything is probably going to go down in the next episode. So pretty much what happened in this episode, the whole beginning part, good big portion of it was just flags being thrown everywhere, literally saying, you know, like, oh, Sai, you have such a bright future. Oh, Sai, don't worry. After we go to, you know, do this, we promise you can do, you know, we'll go wherever you want, anything you want to do, and even the pinky promise and everything. It literally threw so many flags at the beginning, and I mean, you could already see throughout the series that Sai had some type of importance. Her being able to block things, like, you know, the Kegara's powers, like, somehow, even though, you know, some other people can't, she's like that strong kind of thing. It just seems so mysterious how, you know, she's always able to, you know, go around in these different locations, these different areas. She shouldn't be able to, you know, breathe in the miasma either as well, but she was able to. There's many different things that just correlate and point towards, you know, Sai having a huge importance, and later on it was going to be, you know, something along these lines of, you know, probably going to be a sacrificing herself. Why? Obviously, this is also, you know, as you know, a filler arc. So if they ever do, you know, want to go to back to the source material, it was more, you know, probably going to be that the one new character that was shown, which is of course Sai, is not going to be in the original source material, obviously. So it kind of all pointed, you pretty much should have assumed that Sai's importance was going to go somewhere where she was going to end up sacrificing herself in some way. This episode definitely threw a shitload of flags that just pretty much told you what that was going to happen. Of course, you know, we do get some pretty crazy action. I'm not going to lie, I actually did enjoy it, though it was a little too fast. Like, it was starting to go down. I was like, damn, Arima is a real beast. Like, he is the head of the Exorcist, you know, union for a reason. And I'm wondering, is the head of the Exorcist stronger than the 12 guardians themselves? So is he even stronger than the strongest guardian that we saw last episode? Or is he strong, but he's not that strong? He's just like a good leader kind of thing. I'm not too sure on that point, but it was pretty cool to see him versus Kurenashi, see him using his powers, see Kurenashi using his powers. This is really like the first time that we get to see Kurenashi actually fighting. So it was interesting and cool to see that. And in the end, you know, Arima was just like destroying all those Kegara, like, be gone. And they're just like, they're just getting exercised all over the place. And then all of a sudden he's got these cool crazy arms and just starts blasting against him, and it looks like he's gonna destroy Kurenashi until it ends up being that he falls into a trap. And I'm not too sure if he's dead. I don't think so, but he literally just fell in the trap and just got like devoured or something. And I'm not too sure how everything's gonna go from there with him, if he's gonna, you know, appear out of nowhere, somehow got out of that situation, or he's gonna come out after they save him or something. Because I'm pretty sure, obviously, like I said, this is a filler arc, so everything should probably lead back to where, you know, the manga source material is, kind of thing. Even though I know a lot of you guys some of you guys have been saying that you don't know how it's gonna go back to the source materials, considering they've changed a bunch of things and added things in this, you know, arc that normally wouldn't happen till later on. So I'm not too sure how everything's going to connect in the end. But obviously, after the great action scene, well, it was an okay action scene. It could have been a lot better, but they pretty much made it. It was too quick, in my opinion. I actually was enjoying it, and then it just ended right there, right when it was game. He just ends up losing because, you know, he falls into the trap and that's it kind of thing. Well, that kind of sucks. And then all of a sudden, you see huge info dump talk about the whole pretty much, you know, the tree thing that was there is pretty much the root, the barrier between Megano and, you know, the regular world and everything. And pretty much it was created by like the strongest exorcist ever or something like that, and that is the only, you know, barrier stopping, you know, Megano and all the Kegara to enter their world, until one day obviously Kurenashi got in somehow, Arima does say that it has something to do with his mask, but now it's destroyed, so I'm pretty sure he won't be able to get through all those barriers, even though he doesn't really need to anymore. And he was able to destroy a branch, thus creating, being able to create these dragon spots all over the place, and that is how these whole, dragon spots have been created, because of that branch. And they talk about a whole bunch of things with the branch, pretty much, after a while, these, objects end up, getting souls of their own, and all of a sudden, it just points to, yeah, Sai was the branch. She was, broken off of it, and obviously, Rokudo and Benio found her. Why she calls Rokudo Papa still, it's still kind of a question. I thought that it was going to be where she's from the future or something like that, and she's going to have to go back into her time later, and that's how it would end with the arc and everything. But obviously you see that it is pointed that she is the branch, and the only way to stop this gigantic dragon spot that Kudonashi has created is to, put her back to her place and everything like that. And obviously Rokudo and Benio is not going to want to do that. There's obviously going to be an argument. Obviously, I'm not too sure how the fight's going to go in this next one. All the Guardians were heading back to Kyoto, so it should be cool to see if maybe we get some crazy intense battle between the Guardians versus all the Basaras that are still alive as well, along with Kudonashi. How everything will go down, how, Rokudo and Benio will come up with the decision to let Sai do this, or will Sai make the decision herself? I'm not too sure. Definitely excited to see how everything's going to end, though. Like I said, I didn't really care too much for this arc overall. There's some interesting things here and there, but overall it really is what it is. It's a filler arc, to be honest, and in the end it kind of ended in the way we predicted. Sai was going something bad or something good kind of thing was going to happen to Sai, that she was going to end up disappearing kind of thing. Obviously she had some type of importance, and now we do learn of it. There was pretty much a lot of things pointing towards it, and it just took like a shitload of episodes to get there. Honestly, I feel like this arc could have been condensed a lot smaller, in my opinion, but hey, what the hell. I guess they just wanted to have a 10 episode arc. I think it's been like 10 episodes, maybe more than that, but I'm predicting either the next episode or the episode after that will be the last episode of this arc. I'm predicting the next episode will be the last, where they pretty much determine Roku and Benio probably have to make that decision to sacrifice Sai, thus saving the world. And there's going to be a huge action scene, and then of course that will be the end of the arc. Will Arima Arima still be alive? Yes, probably. He'll come out nowhere. I don't know how he got out, but that's probably going to happen somewhere. And then after that, everything should connect back to the source material. Hopefully, I'm excited to see that we go back to the source material, if they are going to. I'm not too sure, and I'm not too sure how they're going to. Like some of you have said that, they've messed up a lot of things, so I'm not too sure how everything's going to connect back to the source material. But I'm excited to see, because I did enjoy the last arc before that, and I can't wait to see how things will go on in the next arc. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If anything I missed and you want to talk about, comment below as well. And if you did enjoy it, give a like. If you haven't already, feel free to subscribe for more content. And yeah, can't wait to see how this arc ends, how everything ends, and how it connects to the next arc, because I've been waiting for this arc to end. I'm not gonna lie. That's all I'm gonna say for that. Been waiting for this arc to end. It's been literally my least favorite arc. Hopefully the next arc will be better. But yeah, till next time, guys. See ya.